everybody. Thanks for joining us today as we talk through the wild world of influencer marketing. I'm Kristen Nicholson, Vice President of Public Relations at MHP Team SI. And joining me today is my partner in crime, Shakayla Zoss, who handles influencer outreach implementation for our agency. Shakayla?
Yes, I've had a lot of experience working on influencer campaigns in various industries like food and beverage, travel and tourism, fashion, and even events.
So, influencer marketing has been a big buzzword in marketing strategies, and we're going to talk through why it could be the right strategy for your brand. According to HubSpot, 80% of marketers believe that influencer marketing is effective, with 89% saying that its effectiveness even compares to other marketing channels. But what is an influencer? If you're active on social media, then you've more than likely come across an influencer somewhere, some form or fashion. But what does this mean for businesses and for brands? And how do you implement influencer marketing in your overall marketing campaign? Well, first, let's talk about who qualifies as an influencer. Macro influencers are your traditional celebrities that you see on the big screen, the ones that you pay for endorsements and pay a big pretty penny for those endorsements. But in the past decade, we have seen the rise of creators who have become celebrities in their own right on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and now TikTok. So what separates an influencer versus a creator? Anyone can be influential in their own circles, but creators take time and are dedicated to creating unique content that resonates with their niche audience. Macro influencers can have anywhere from 100,000 to 1 million followers. Another influencer strategy that is engaging micro influencers. Micro influencers range from 10,000 to 100,000 followers. Micro influencer audiences are very actively engaged and are often dependent on the geographical region of that micro influencer's location. So whereas macro influencers have more of a national following, micro influencers' followers are usually located to a specific region.
So, you've been thinking about dipping your toe into influencer marketing. Where do you start and how do you find the right influencer for your brand? Well, the most vital part of any influencer marketing strategy is research. It's important to find influencers who will overall complement your brand. Now, that's whether you're engaging an influencer through a paid partnership or through a trade agreement. Finding influencers who resonate with your target audience is key to increasing your campaign's reach and overall return of investment. To find influencers who can drive lead generation and raise your brand's awareness, you have to take some factors into consideration. The first thing you want to think about is the quality and type of content they produce. Next, you want to think if they have an authentic, engaged audience that replicates your target audience. As Kristen was saying, influencers can have a very niche audience or a larger audience, but it's important to find an influencer whose brand resonates with the group of people that you're trying to reach. For example, if you have a beauty product that you're trying to promote and you're trying to reach more women, well, then you want to target platforms like Instagram and TikTok rather than platforms like Facebook and Twitter. Next, will their brand and voice complement your brand? And then lastly, what is the right investment level for your brand? You should be seeking out influencers who will be your brand's advocate in order for you to get your best return of investment, which is even more reason why you need to select an influencer whose values and brand identity match your values and brand identity. Because if they believe in your brand, then the content will come off as way more authentic, and then they'll be more willing to post beyond their initial term agreement. Your brand will see more benefit in the long run. Basically, if they aren't a brand advocate, then you will end up with less value overall. For instance, if you pay for one post, well, that's exactly what you're going to end up getting. But you don't always have to do a monetary investment. If you offer a product that resonates with that influencer, then oftentimes you can work out an agreement for trade. Now that you've done the research and you know what type of influencer you want to work with, well, what's next?
After research, creating a creative brief and an agreement and identifying KPIs are your next step. You have to adhere to FTC guidelines. So it's important to have a contract. so that when you're working with an influencer, they know that they have to adhere to those FTC guidelines and the content parameters that mirror your brand's guidelines. So whether that is graphic restrictions, logo location, key hashtags, or key phrases, all of those need to be mapped out in your influencer agreement. It's also a good idea to put together a creative brief so they are well versed in who you are as a brand. And lastly, when it comes to KPIs, do not rely on vanity metrics. Impressions and views will not be able to showcase ROI. You will need to incorporate tracking links and be able to determine if you are generating website traffic and sales from that influencer. So in conclusion, at MHP Team SI, our award-winning PR team are experts in pinpointing and executing influencer marketing opportunities for businesses and brands, while identifying data-driven methods to showcase ROI. Our team understands the value of macro influencers for brand awareness and that the value of grassroots and micro influencers with smaller engaged audiences for valuable endorsements and authentic messaging. To learn more about how our team can help your brand build an influencer marketing campaign, visit mhpteamsi.com.